Hi, my handsome legal eagles and cute little future briefcases. Welcome back to Spilling the Corporate Tea. You think your family has drama? Honey, you haven't seen anything. We are going to spill the tea on corporate catfights, and today we're covering a story of family betrayal that would make our homie Shakespeare blush. Oh, honey, buckle up because we are about to dive into the most scandalous, backstabbing corporate catfight in automotive history. This isn't just a story about cars. It's a story about family betrayal, secret debt, and a tiny sports car company that tried to swallow a giant whole. I'm talking, of course, how Porsche, the tiny, sleek sports car maker, tried to swallow Volkswagen, the automotive giant, whole and ended up getting eaten alive. It's a story of staggering arrogance, a secret mountain of debt, and a family feud that ripped a corporate empire in two. Let's spill the chai. To understand this drama, we have to go way back because this isn't just business, it's family. The godfather of this whole mess was a genius engineer named Ferdinand Porsche. In the 1930s, he designed the original Volkswagen Beetle, the people's car. But he also, of course, founded the Porsche sports car company. His legacy split into two powerful families, the Porsches and the Peaches. For decades, these families were intertwined, sitting on each other's boards and collectively owning a big chunk of Volkswagen. It was a cozy, if sometimes tense, family arrangement. But in the early 2000s, the CEO of Porsche, a man named Wendelin Wiedeking, decided cozy wasn't enough. He wanted control. The audacious power grab, the fox in the henhouse. Wiedeking was a rock star CEO. He had turned Porsche into the most profitable car company in the world. And he started to look at Volkswagen with its vast factories, brands like Audi, and global reach, and he saw inefficiency. He saw a giant that was being poorly managed. And he thought, my tiny, agile Porsche could run this so much better. So, in 2005, he made his move. Porsche announced it had acquired a 20% stake in VW, making it the largest single shareholder. The automotive world gasped. But Wiedeking played it cool, darling. He publicly denied any intention of a takeover. He called it a simple investment. The lies. The deception. Behind the scenes, it was anything but simple. Porsche began a secret and incredibly complex financial campaign. They didn't just buy more shares on the open market, that would have driven the price up. Oh no, honey, they got sneaky. They started quietly buying cash-settled options, which are basically secret bets that gave them the right to buy VW shares at a fixed price in the future. The betrayal and the reverse takeover. And this is where the family drama gets juicy. Enter Ferdinand Peach. Now remember, the Porsche and Peach families are basically the same clan. They're all descendants of Ferdinand Porsche, the genius who designed the original Beetle. But Peach was the CEO of Volkswagen, and he was furious. He saw Porsche's takeover attempt as a personal betrayal. While Porsche was drowning, Peach saw his chance for revenge. He went full puppet master. He rallied Volkswagen's workers and the government of Lower Saxony, which owned 20% of VW and had veto power. He basically built a fortress around Volkswagen and said, "Not today, darling." And then he dropped the ultimate bomb. In 2009, Volkswagen, the intended victim, turned around and launched a takeover bid for Porsche. The shade. The audacity. The absolute reversal of fortune. It was the most iconic you thought moment in corporate history. The messy aftermath. What followed was years of messy, bitter negotiations, a total corporate catfight over price and pride. Porsche was so desperate they had to go to the Qatari Sovereign Wealth Fund for a bailout. Can you imagine the humiliation? Begging for pocket money from a foreign government after trying to pull off the ballsiest move in automotive history? The irony was thicker than a designer handbag. Finally, in 2012, the dust settled. And the outcome was a plot twist worthy of a telenovela. Volkswagen didn't just take control. They ended up buying Porsche's actual car business, Porsche AG, for a relative bargain price of around 4.5 billion euros. The sports car crown jewels, the 911, the Cayenne, the whole legendary lineup, were now the property of the very company they tried to conquer. It was the ultimate if you can't beat 'em by 'em power move. But wait, there's more. This is where it gets deliciously complicated. Porsche SE, the holding company that started all this drama, now owns the majority voting stake in the entire Volkswagen group. So let me break it down, darling. The Porsche and Peach families technically ended up on top, but they lost direct control of their beloved car brand in the process. It's the most complicated you win, but you lose scenario ever. As for the players, Porsche's CEO, Wendelin Weidecking, was forced out with a €50 million golden parachute, a payout that caused absolute outrage in Germany. Talk about failing upwards. And Ferdinand Peach? He solidified his legacy as the ultimate puppet master, having defended his empire, conquered his rival, and come out smelling like roses. In the end, the Chihuahua that tried to eat the Great Dane ended up living inside the Dane's belly, but somehow still holding the leash. Scandalous, right? And that, my darlings, is the tea. Smash that like button if you live for this kind of boardroom backstabbing. It lets me know you want more scandalous stories served straight up. Now, don't be shy, share this video with your favorite gossip partner. Send it to your coworker, your group chat, anyone who thinks Succession is just a TV show. And if you haven't already, you absolutely need to subscribe and hit that notification bell. 'Cause the corporate world is a mess, honey, and I'm your designated drama dispatcher.